The investigation being released today by Consumer Reports says some protein drinks may cause health problems over time. It also found some of those drinks contain things like
people there are being forced to get liver transplants because of some so-called herbal and dietary supplements. Many of these products promise muscle gain or weight loss.
I still remember I was 20 and I got my first dabba of whey protein, and I thought the next day I was going to wake up looking like Captain America. Protein powder is no longer just a thing that only bodybuilders and Bollywood stars consume. It has become a normal part of modern Indian diet. According to Times of India, 78% of Indian youth consume some kind of supplements, whether it is protein powders, dietary supplements, or multivitamins, expecting great health benefits and of course a lot of muscles. But are these benefits actually real, or are these all just false promises? So we all know that we need protein in our diet, but only few people know that why we need that protein. So here are the basics. There are 20 different amino acids in our body that we need to support our bodily functions. Most of these our bodies can produce on its own, but there are 9 essential amino acids that we need to take from our diet. And these aren't just about gaining muscle, they are the building blocks of our entire body. So yes, it's important to have protein in our diet. On top of helping build muscle, protein can also help heal injuries, give your bones flexibility and strength. It is also proven to reduce hunger, sugar cravings, and also boost metabolism and increase fat burning. So you can see why protein powders could be appealing to a lot of people, especially bodybuilders and athletes. But is it really worth it, or you're just wasting your money? These protein companies want you to believe that their product is the one thing that can help you achieve your dream physique. All you need to do is mix 1 scoop in water and just drink it. They also use your favorite influencers to convince you to buy their products. Then you think you can develop a physique like them, who are clearly on steroids. And they use a lot of scientific terms to fool you as well. Clinically tested, 50% higher absorption, 60% higher BCAA. But are any of these claims actually true? First of all, it's a myth that protein powders are somehow superior to whole foods.
I have never gotten as good of results eating half of my protein from protein powder, even if all things were equal, than if I got all my protein from food.
I agree with that.
If you want to have protein so badly, have chicken, rajma, fish, and there are a lot of options. You're not just getting protein, but a lot of other nutrients as well that you miss out when these foods are processed into a powder.
And I felt better. I felt I looked better. I thought I leaned out better. All on the whole foods, it felt better. And I know that's just my experience with it.
Whole foods should be 95% of your diet. And still, if you need some extra protein to reach your goals, you can have a protein powder. But then also, are they really safe for you to use?
We tested about 15 different types of protein drinks, and we actually looked for 4 different heavy metals. We looked for arsenic, cadmium, mercury, and lead.
One of the biggest concerns with these powders is few of them are just not pure protein. Companies add all sorts of ingredients in these packages to make their products taste better, last longer, and blend easily. We can't get into all possible additives, but one I will always mention is sweeteners, which is a concern for a lot of people. Most powders out there are going to contain something extra to make their drink tasty. Many powders even contain heavy metals like arsenic, mercury, lead, as well as pesticides like BPA, which can lead to infertility and cancer. I covered a whole section about BPA in my last video. You can check it out if you want. Well, there was a study published in 2017 in the British Journal of Sports Medicine. This is the largest review so far on whether protein supplements actually lead to gain in muscle and strength. I don't want to get into the details of this study, you can read it yourself, I'll just link it in the description. But the conclusion was protein supplements does lead to improve in strength, gain in muscle, and lean body mass. So you are not wasting your money after all, right? Well, there is a catch. Studies also suggest that more than 70% of these fitness supplements sold in Indian market are either fake, unregistered or unapproved.
तो नोएडा में नकली सप्लीमेंट्स हैं जो बेचे जा रहे थे धड़ल्ले से। कई दिन से ये पूरा चल रहा था मामला और इसमें नोएडा सेक्टर 63 की पुलिस को बड़ी कामयाबी हासिल हुई है।
It's interesting how a lot of these protein supplements have a US patent on their pack. But why US? Why get all the approvals from US only? Because in US, protein powders don't qualify as food, they are considered supplements. Which means the safety standards for these products are not regulated. Any other food products have to go through FDA first to be approved that it is safe to consume. But protein powders don't need that. There was actually this study where researchers found a powder that contains 25 times more BPA than the FDA allowed limit. And you don't necessarily know that everything that is written on the pack is 100% true. It might not contain precisely everything it says it contains. Not only protein supplements, it's the same story for these vitamin supplements too. Here in 21st century, it's pretty common for people to take supplements like vitamin C, vitamin D or multivitamin in general. But did you notice our previous generations have no idea about what these supplements are? That's because vitamins were not even discovered until just a century ago, when a biochemist called Casimir Funk started looking into how to treat the disease beriberi. Then in 1926, a Dutch chemist Barend Janssen isolated the first vitamin, which was named vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. After that, a lot of researches started happening around the deficiency of vitamins and preventing diseases like scurvy, which was due to the deficiency of vitamin C. But what is the reason of this sudden rise in demand for the vitamin supplements? I think the obsession with vitamins is due to this unrealistic body image we see everywhere that is being pushed towards us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube and everywhere. Most of it is plastic surgery, Photoshop or some kind of filter, or maybe sometimes steroids. And these supplement companies prey on our insecurities. They sell you products that claim to do things that are not even scientifically proven, like fat burners, mass gainers, testosterone boosters, hair growth supplements, etc. In 2017, the supplement industry was worth $37 billion. And by 2024, it is expected to be worth $300 billion. In India, multivitamin was the #1 selling drug in 2022 because of the pandemic. They started off just as tiny capsules, but now they come in all shape and form. Like these gummy bears, there's also vitamin coffee, vitamin e-cigarettes, vitamin beer, and even vitamin vodka. Seriously? I mean, if they worked, it would have made sense, but it seems to do quite the opposite. In 2011, researchers found that women who took multivitamins died at a higher rate than women who did not. Another study said that men have higher risk of prostate cancer who have taken doses of vitamin A and D. In UK, more than 23,000 adults in a year were admitted in the hospital because of the supplement dosage. Another study conducted in 2017 found that 20% of all cases of liver toxicity are because of supplements. These vitamin supplements are supposed to help you, right? Instead, they could send you to the hospital.
People there are being forced to get liver transplants because of some so-called herbal and dietary supplements. Many of these products promise muscle gain or weight loss. What they don't tell you is that they can also land you in hospital.
So it is clear that any supplement or protein powder should never replace whole food in your daily life. But if you want to add a supplement, you should already have a well-balanced diet first and choose a well-known certified brand, not all those cheap gimmicky products. Especially vegans in particular may have greater need for supplements. When it comes to protein, many plant-based protein sources don't contain a complete protein. That is, they don't have all the 9 essential amino acids. So in these kind of cases, supplements could be a convenient way to fill these gaps. So I will conclude by saying protein powders and all these supplements are not necessary for a typically healthy adult. And for some people, it could be really harmful, like if you have a damaged kidney or something. My best advice is to listen to your body and consult a doctor before that. Until then, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.